Hey, how's everyone doing? It is the coding week right here, coding week 5. Let's do a little bit of fun with graphics, but if you have a question, put it in the chat. So let's start right here with let's BS320, making great histograms. Let's go check this out over here on the main screen. So ggplot is one of my favorite packages. Shouts to Hadley Wickham right there with all the ggplot stuff. So ggplot stands for the grammar of graphics. You need to make sure you've installed it. So if it doesn't say you have ggplot, you need to go to install packages, and then you need to make sure you have ggplot installed. So make sure if I ever run library and it doesn't load the library for you, you need to make sure you have it installed. So the reason these autocomplete for me is because when I run library GG Easy, which is to help with ggplots, look at all those GG things right there. GG themes, GG force. I don't even know what GG force is, but I have it. So GG Easy makes making ggplots easier. ggpubr is for publishing graphics using ggplots, is going to tell me. That's what I think it is for. I say that. So that's for publishing GG graphics and making it nice and easier. So let's take a look right here at running some ggplots. Now, the reason I use ggplots is your base R graphics are not too pretty. Let's take a look at a basic histogram. A basic histogram of the numbers 1 through 100 looks the following way. Not too pretty. Hey, Shreya, good to see you. Drop some questions in the chat. We're talking a little about ggplots. You know I love some ggplots. But watch this. I always forget the format, and if you ever forget how to write it, GG histogram, which is inside of our ggpubr. No, we want ghist. Where is it? GG histogram. There it is. It is in pubr. Good. So if you ever forget how to run a function, you can always put a question mark. And you see it takes the data, then the X and the Y, but I'm only going to use it with the X and the Y. So let's go down and look at a format of it. They are the best. We absolutely love ggplots. So you look right here. It's taking the X variable from the data set wdata. We're not going to use that. Just take this right here, drop it over here. We don't actually have a data frame, so I think this will still work because we don't have a data frame. We just have the numbers 1 through 100. Let's store this right here as variable. I wonder if it'll work. Let's call it weight. Now it's just there in the global environment as weight. I don't know. We might need to use data frame. See, it's a little mad. It says I want a data frame. So we'd have to go right here and store that into a data frame. So let's go data frame, store into data.frame of weight equals weight. And now we have a data frame, and we can tell it use this data frame I created right here. It's not actually a weight. It's mad about the mapping. Let's take a look. Oh, I think it's the colors. I'm going to remove out some extra arguments right here. Let's remove out the fill. We don't have a sex variable. There we go. Oof, not too pretty. Not too pretty yet. Let's remove off the density right there. A little bit prettier. And let's add in fill equals orange. And now let's go here, and we can make it UT orange by going hashtag FF8200. Now it's UT orange. So a good bit better, a little bit interesting. Let's do random numbers instead. Weight equals random norm with a mean of 180, a standard deviation of 20, and, or excuse me, the amount, 1,000 observations with a mean of 180 and a standard deviation of 30. And now we've got our random numbers. And there we go is our normal looking histogram right there. And this is to compare it to the regular old histogram we could get using hist, data frame $weight. I'd say we're doing a good bit better so far. We've got a rug underneath. Rugs are going to show you where your data points are. Exactly. We've got the mean right there. We could do the median. Someone wants to ask if we could do both. There might be a way to get the mean and the median on there and to probably put some GG text with the annotate function. But yeah, much better graphic. And you'd say, well, Brian, it doesn't have a title. To add a title, it's very similar to when you add a histogram. Histograms, you'd actually go here and write main, and the main is going to be my title or whatever you want to call it. But over here, we're actually going to use the plus feature and do labs for labels and say title equals my title. And what's really cool about this is now that we have the title there, we can actually put in more arguments like y equals count of observations. And now we've changed that right there. And the X can be changed by just doing X equals values of weight. And then we've changed that right there. Even better, easy center tile, you bet. Shreya knows it right there. We might look at the other easy stuff because now we just add to it an easy center title. And there you go. The title's been centered. Now there's other things. I haven't need to look in GG Easy more because I found GG Easy because people were telling me Easy all text color. Easy adjust legend. Oh, what? I might need that. Change any of the text parameters such as easy text color. Easy text color. Then let's just say blue. What? Look at that. It changes all of it. I don't know if I can change it for certain parameters, but now all my text is blue. Easy text color. I prefer it not change all my text. There might be something in easy text color, so I could just change the title. Like which all theme elements, what all theme elements. So if you look, they show you examples over here. Want to see where they don't change everything. So easy text color. Oh, there it is. Look, axis text, and I just want title. Maybe I just say title, and that would be right here. It's the first easy text size. They're doing easy text size, so they're showing easy text size also. I didn't even know you could do that. So let's try this and put the second argument as blue. That changed the axis text. Neat. Well, that looks even cooler now. Like, got some blue numbers on there. Maybe it's the title is the other one. Look at that. So we can change the axis title, and we could go into here, changing these whatever we want. We could probably just change the title too. We just put title right there. Oh, I forgot a comma. That's a period. And it doesn't like that. That's where you have to be careful and be like, I broke it. So this works, I believe. It doesn't like that. Why doesn't it like title? Oh, I've got concatenate on this. Got to watch out on that. And now I've got an extra parentheses. Okay, and let's try going here to title. Huh. What are the things that it takes? But pretty neat, we can change the text size. What? Change text. Axis text X. Yeah, I need to look through the different themes things. What elements to change? Right here. Oh, wow. So these are the things you can change right there, and these are all the ones that it will change. So we probably want the plot title. So if we just want to change our plot title, the first thing you put inside of here is what you're changing. You have to concatenate if you're doing multiple things, but this will allow us to change just the title right there. And then we could probably do an easy text, easy font change, easy change. What was it? There was a change size. Easy size was it, right? Easy text size, and we want to do the plot title, and then we want to pick a bigger plot font for it. So something like 22, and there you go. So that's it. So the easy stuff is really nice, and it kind of gives you tips in the help. So I'm just kind of working with it, manipulating it, and we could give it a good title, increase title sizes. That's why GG Easy exists, to make things easier to work with and to change colors, whatever you want. But a lot easier to work with. Change the font color. Let's go to purple, whatever you want. And you could do an easy color on something else, like your axis colors, just anything you want. If you can't tell, I think it's great. So if you look, this got a lot more complicated than your general histogram. Histograms are great, just the base hist function. You can even change the legend adjustments. So what should we do right here? So the legend adjustments. So with the easy legend, we don't have a legend on this one. So there's so much. Remove legend, change legend. So we don't have a legend. We need a legend on the plot. So we could do, watch this. Let's do an GG box plot. So to do a box plot, we need the data, we need the X and the Y. So we're going to go right here and go to the data equals survey 10. We don't have survey 10 up, but let's go to data, survey 10, and I didn't close it. So you can actually add the closure here and then add the closure down here and run it with the closure. This appends code. So now we're going to choose, and remember we need to look. It always helps to look over here at the format of it. What's the difference between color and color? Those are just the British spelling. The British spelling of color and color, they work exactly the same. They were just kind of nice. Shreya, thank you for being here. 1,000 points. Drop those questions if you got them. We're just talking about how to make some really cool graphics and use these libraries right here, because if you look at this, it's going to take a data frame, and since we're doing box plots, we need an X variable. You have to put your X in quotes. That's going to split it apart like gender, and that should be the second argument, and then we could do height, and we should get right here the box plots. So then we could add in, I believe, color. There it is, color, and we can go to color equals gender, and there you go. Look, to me, this looks like a professional box plot, and it was done just in seconds. We could change this to fill, and I think it changes slightly too how it looks. Now it looks like that with fill, but I mean, in moments, just in moments right here, we have a pretty professional box plot. And I think we can do the move if we use GG Easy. Easy, move, legend, and we just put here right. There you go. Look at that. You grew up with color, the British spelling. Nice. But this is so neat that you can just, is it below or under? There it is. It even helps you. It says, nope, you want to use bottom right here. So just that easy to put it below right there. And then if you want to add in your label, you just go here to title and, or not, you can do GG title. Shout out to, I think it was Dylan, who kept telling me to do labs, and he got me hooked on doing labs right here. So we could say equals weights or heights of students by gender. Then we throw onto here an easy center title. You use some of the, exactly. It's once you realize you're just adding things, an easy center title takes no arguments, or it might. I just use it with none. And Dylan was awesome, right? He got me hooked on that labs right there. But I mean, is that a somewhat professional graphic right there? We might even be able to add the annotations for the 5-number summaries on this. To find that out, we want to go to the GG box plot and see if it has it. I'd say it looks pretty good, and we did it pretty quickly. We've got here palette. We've got box plot error bars, facet. That's going to do a facet grid. So we could facet it by multiple things like handedness or something. That's interesting. This is going to make it pretty crazy. We'll see if we can get the other thing. This is going to do multiple box plots by handedness. Whoa, there you go. So now we broke it apart by a third variable. Wow, I wish... Oh, why didn't I was doing some graphics a little while ago, and why didn't I use this? There you go. There's all 3 box plots by students by gender and handedness. So the facet plot allows you to do it, and handedness. There you go right there. So heights of students by gender and handedness. Boom. And so ambidextrous, left, right, all of this right here. I wonder if there's a quick code. I was trying to change these things. I changed so much for our plots. I was trying to get the 5-number summary on there, which I really think we can do. Add equals none. That might be it. Add character vector for adding another plot element. Allowed values are none, dot plot, jitter, box plot, point, mean standard error, mean standard deviation, mean confidence interval, mean range, median, median IQR, median high low, median Q1, Q3. I think we want that. That looks about right. So let's go here to add equals, and we got to put in quotes. No, that's not what we want. That just added dots for it. That's not what we want. We're getting close. Let's see here. Find a topic. 5 right here. 5-number summary. No. Quartiles. Summary. No. Notch makes it notch in the middle. Order. Add params. Color shape for the argument. Add params color. No. Label, the name of the columns pertaining to points can also be a character vector. No, that's just going to add the values, the color, the number. Font label, no. Label select, no. Repel, no. GG theme. We can do GG theme inside of here? Wow. I usually do it on the outside. Width. Oh, that's such a bummer. Numeric value specifying the width of the no. Palette. That's neat. Fill, color, merge. Well, bummer. I don't see a good way to add. So you know what we got to do? We got to go to Stack Overflow now. I want to make the best looking box plots ever. So add 5 number summary to GG box plot Stack Overflow. I think I already looked this up. Generate box plot with 5 number summary. Someone's probably wondering this route here. Can we add GG box plot? GG Plotly would be amazing on this. We can add it with box plot. I think we can. Yeah. So people are finding it. No. Random. Add whiskers. No. Annotate 5 number summary. GG box plot. GG plot. All right, someone's got it right here. Someone figured it out. So are they making a function? 5num? Is that a function? Is 5num a function that I don't know? What? No way, Shreya. That's crazy. Shreya, 1,000 points. I didn't even know there's a function for the 5 number summary. Oh my gosh. Great job, Shreya. I didn't know there was a 5 number summary function. One of the things, so that gives you the 5 number summary. It's very similar to the quantiles, which also gives you a little bit more information. Quantiles gives you like 0, 20. No, it gives you the 5 number, right? That gives you the 5 number. So, that's interesting. Yeah, and then summary gives you a lot of the same info. No, we want. The summary will do it. Summary also gives the mean, and I think it gives a few more quantiles, doesn't it? The summary just gives the mean also. So a lot of similar output. I didn't know there was a 5num function, though. So, yeah. And it might have additional features. We could take a look at that. I think we're on the right track with this. So someone says they're using the base ggplot. Summary, yeah. Summary is pretty good there, too. And so what are they doing? Stat summary, geom text. So the stat summary function, geom text, fun.y quantile. So they're taking the quantiles. Aesthetic, they're doing the fs, the printf, all that good stuff. I don't use that much. Color, they're doing the color based on that. They're positioning it a little bit off. I think they're nudging it, so it's not like directly on it. Never use position, the nudge function on position, or the argument position is taking values from the nudge of these values. They're not nudging the size, though. The size is just the size. So I think the problem we run into, it'll probably work on our previous plot. So let's remove off the facet grid. I'm very interested to see if this works. I know I love learning things. Like I hope other people are realizing we're creating this like crazy big graphic right here. Well, this one's not that big. This one's not that long of code. But we want to go into here and we want to say, let's just get it to work in theory first. We're going to take off the facet grid right here. And then we're going to try to mimic what they did by adding in their code right here. So you see they've got the stat summary. Let's look at what the stat summary is. Stat summary is a ggplot2 function, which is great. You generally want the things you're using to be compatible with the other packages. So this is ggplot2. So it's going to probably pretty easily add on to this ggplot right here because this is ggpubr, which should be compatible with other ggplot things. We're adding a geom text. So that was kind of cluing me in there right there. It's a GG thing. The function it's using on Y is the quantiles. The aesthetic, this is sprintf. I so use this so rarely. I need to get better at this right here. That's a really good thing to get it good at the sprintf. Let's go to fill, and we don't want to use cycle right here. We want to do fill equals gender. It's going to use gender as that. We might be good. Ooh, look at that. You know what we need to do? We need to nudge it a little bit more. We nudged it too much. Looking pretty good. Oh, I put an extra decimal. I think, Shreya, what are you thinking about this right here? Like, that's a pretty good I mean, we could make the font a little bit smaller so it doesn't collide right there. So we could go down a little in the font size. And I think that's getting it right there. I think this is... It's still colliding a little bit, so I want to go down to a 2.5. But I mean, in terms of very well put together... Oof, yeah, it shouldn't look like that. I think we're getting there. Let's move the... I'm going to move the... whatchamacallit, move legend. So let's move the legend at the end. I don't know why my legend's not moving right now. So here it is right here. And then let's go here and go easy move legend to the bottom. There we go. Move it to the right. And there it is over there. Just depends on preference now. And then we could take a look and give it a good screenshot and get a really good graphic. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good right there. That's I mean, what else do you want for it? It's got the 5-number summary. It's got a good title that we could adjust. We could change some colors if we want. But if you look at what you've done here, and this is what I need to be working on for Dr. Petrie and stuff for the comparison of the update of Reg class, which is a huge undertaking we need to work on, but updating the graphics and updating the codes, doing things like this right here where you make a really nice, beautiful graphic is a lot better because Boxplot alone by itself, we could have done this with Boxplot. So the Boxplot, let's try it. Survey 10, $, height. There it is right there. And then let's do this right here. Might be able to make something look decent. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's doing a second one. Law tilde X. There you go. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, I like what we did. But if you look at the two right here. But Shreya, if someone were to say, you know, I don't think it was worth all that extra work to go between your two graphics. Like, here's the original, and this is the one we worked really hard on, and here's this. What could we say if someone wanted to see what's really possible? I mean, this is a real... this graphic pops right here. This one has the better titles. It has all these, you know, things. We could even write the axis to look a little bit better. But what could we do right here to make this really pop? To make it really cool, to show everyone what's possible with ggplots. You know what we always do, because it's always the question we ask for this. You might know where I'm going with this right here. It's always a question. Oh, did it get mad? Did it store it? I hope it stored it. The question is, can we ggplotly it? So we need to go load up our library, or Plotly, and we always ask the question, can we ggplotly it? And the answer is yes, we can. Now we have an interactive graphic where we can switch. Ooh, that's weird. I've never seen it do that, where it doesn't remove everything. It's still showing right here. That's interesting. It still has that on the screen. I've never seen that. It's because of the things we added, I guess. But we could just also zoom in on one of these if we wanted, like this, and see the values. Now it has the hover. They're still there. The values are still there. But so we could have it where you hover or you have it. But yeah, there's the values, the gender, the height, 65. Did I add that in? Oh, it's because of this. Look at this. Let's fix it. Oh, I have a comma. Nope. Wait, do we want that comma there? No, we don't want that comma there. There we go. Now we run our ggplotly, and now much better. Got to see where that's coming from. So now we've got this right here where we can add and remove stuff. We can just draw around it like this and zoom in on it. Just anything you want to see where it's at. Just really good graphic. And if you compare this to what you had previously, like here's the very minimum, which is not horrible, or here's your much cleaner, nicer graphic. I got an error for a comment. Would you get an error for a comment? Yeah, exactly. Now we don't need those. We don't need them technically, but you can't knit this into a Word document. If you're putting this on the web, it might be cool to do this right here. You could still leave the labels if someone wanted to view it. But yeah, this is a much better visualization of what you're trying to do right here. So what I want people to think about is like, how can you make things look good? How can you impress people with what you've done? You know, if you're asked to present data, think about, you know, the way you're displaying it. We do this a lot in 201, and then I feel like we just don't do it enough. I feel like we don't make it clear that, like, you need to have good-looking data. You need your data to look professional, and we're here to make the data look good. So make sure to plot and organize your data. Yeah, what other questions? Do you have any questions, Shreya? Head over to the main screen. Might head out in just a little bit. Whew, it's been a long day. Whew. Today's the big day. Answer some Discord questions here in a little bit. I moved the camera down so you get to see just the little top of the screen right here for some reason. I knocked it down a little bit. Just hanging out. So good, Trey. Thank you so much. I'll probably head out here in a moment. Discord's doing well. People are asking questions. 201 has a big assignment due tonight, so... With that, I just want to do a little of, making graphics. So, definitely, I try to make this all in my classes, like, taking pride in the work you do. Just even, like, Trey and I looking into that right there, like, figuring out what's possible is the cool stuff to do, because... companies will be like, whoa, that looks really great. This looks really good. Because it's not about what you know, it's how you can showcase what you know. So if you know things but have no utilization of it,
it doesn't matter.
If you know things and can do things,
It matters.
that's all we say here. Well, with that, I'm going to head out. And let me know if you have questions. Just want to get the old office hours earlier week. I missed the comments. You got this, Shreya. Message me if you have questions. I'll catch up on Discord here. I'm going to take a break. Until then, bye for now, everyone. Bye.